This story begins when I was on vacation. I was staying on an island in an all-inclusive hotel. You probably know what this means, a super expensive hotel where there is all you can eat every day, every hour. And also, you can do every activity you want, like tours, surfing, or diving lessons, of which I didn't do any, because you had to reserve in advance. Supposedly, the registration opened at 8 a.m., but I wasn't there so many days that I didn't have anything to do, and didn't feel like getting up so early to register, so I never did. Also, something that happened constantly was that I was in my room and someone would knock on the door randomly and didn't say anything. They just stood there. So I had to get out of bed, open the door, thinking there was someone I knew, and realized that it was just a random person, which was probably completely asleep and confused. And this happened to me twice, once at 6 a.m. where a random guy knocked on the door as if he was desperately looking for something, to realize that that wasn't even his room. And now I still don't know how people got confused, because if it was a building, you can get confused and enter another one. But here, the rooms were like small houses, where they had a room and a bathroom, and they were next to each other on the outside, apart from the fact that my room was next to a swimming pool. But well, something interesting that this hotel had was that you can visit other hotels of the same brand. So one day we went to another hotel, and this one was 1,000 times better than the hotel we were in. It had a gigantic pool, the food was tastier, and it had another pool connected to the sea. This pool had many fish and stones on the floor, apart from the fact that it was salt water, so you couldn't open your mouth or eyes, obviously. So I needed swimming goggles to see underwater, and at a moment, when I'm looking at the fish, I feel very itchy in the hand. I started to scratch, but I ignored it. After a while, when I got out of the sea, my hand continued to itch. I didn't understand what was happening. So I went to the infirmary, and the nurse tells me that because of the wind, many types of jellyfish were approaching. So for that, she said that vinegar helped me with the itch, but she also told me something about urine. I didn't understand if I had to drink it or if when I urinated the vinegar will go away, like if it was some kind of spell. When I left, I told my mother what had happened to me, and she told me that there is a Friends episode where someone gets stung by a jellyfish, so they peed on each other. This one specifically.
Gotta do something.
Well, there's really only one thing you can do.
What? What is it?
You're gonna have to pee on it.
And it's true, supposedly if you urinate on the part that was stung by the jellyfish, the itch goes away. So after a while, since I was drinking so much because it was free, I inspected my urine and it was clear enough to look like water, so I stuck it in and peed. After that, obviously I washed my hand and left the bathroom, and when I returned to the hotel, I researched it, and obviously it was fake. So probably she's a pretty big Friends fan, or it is probably a method that it is not studied enough. But hey, it was a nice anecdote, and at least I know that urine comes out hot.